Hey y'all, welcome back. So, I saw a comment recently that, man, it was a gut punch. And it'll be right up there. My biggest insecurity is the internalized belief that my work isn't as important as a nurse or a plumber. I had to read it again just to make sure I was right. Yeah, that one right there. And if you're honest, I'm pretty sure you felt that too. It's like a little voice in the back of your head. The world doesn't need more artists. We need more doctors, engineers, more real jobs, right? And that voice sucks. And what's worse about it is it really sticks around. It turns all of that creativity into guilt, and it makes you feel like your art is 100% self-indulgent. So let's talk about that. About why that mindset is, well, complete and utter bullshit. And how it's been used over time to keep artists kind of down, keep them small. That comment, it came from a writer, actually. They're not even a visual artist. Just somebody who watched one of my videos and they said, I didn't think I'd relate, but I do. And man, that's when it hit me. This isn't just a painter's problem, musician. It's anyone who makes things that don't actually fit neatly into this capitalistic idea of productivity. I mean, I've been tattooing 25 years. I've done thousands of pieces of artwork on people, and I still get that a lot. It's that voice that just says, wouldn't it be better if you did something useful, something that, helps people? And here's the weird kicker. It's not coming out from just nowhere. It's fed to us. Since we were kids, we're told that art's a hobby. It's cute. It's a luxury, right? But literally, the entire world is built on art. It's everywhere. I mean, seriously, look around you. Look at the shape of the car you drive. That's industrial design. That's a branch off of art. The clothes that you wear are textile art. Someone had to design that. Someone had to draw that. Your favorite music, your favorite video game, your favorite movie, it's all art. And I mean, we're neck deep in this shit, but we've been taught not to value any of it, right? Here's the weird lie about it all. There's this weird hierarchy of jobs in the public perception. And on top of that is what we'd call the essential workers. The people who build it, the people who fix, the people who grow, the people who teach, the people who cook for us, that sort of thing. Those are all essential jobs, right? And don't get me wrong, please. Those jobs are absolutely 100% essential. And right underneath that, people start to slide in this idea that artists are at the bottom, that we're kind of disposable. It's a real convenient way for the world to exploit creativity without paying for it. Your companies will use art to sell their product. They use your songs to move units. They use your copywriting, give a speech to sell said object. They're using images to build their brand. But then they'll turn around and say, you should just be grateful for the exposure. Oh, fuck that. I'm done. No. The truth. Here is the truth. Without stories, without music, without paintings, poems, sketches, all of that stuff, you're just surviving. Art and the arts in general turn survival into actually living, actually existing in this world with something beyond just work, sleep, repeat. When you come home after working, however long of a shift you're working, what do? Do you just sit there and stare at a wall? No, you turn on music. You watch a TV show or movie, whatever. You dig through your phone. You scroll through art. You laugh at memes. You read a story. And that's not trivial. It's mind medicine. Let's clear up another myth while we're here, because this is the worst one. Creative work isn't easy. It's not soft. It's not magic. It's manual labor. I've talked about this in a past video. You just happen to use your hands and your brain in a different way than, say, a plumber. When I'm tattooing, I'm leaned over, I'm stretching skin, my shoulders, my back, everything. That's all physical work, trying to make every line mean something or count, When I'm sketching, when I'm just sitting here drawing for you guys, I'm leaned over my desk. My wrists are all screwed up. My back's screwed up from all of this stuff. Writers do the same thing. They sit like a shrimp most of the time, kind of like a visual artist. Musicians, have you ever seen a guitarist's hands? They're callous to shit because it's manual labor. It's all work. And that's what really kind of blows my mind on all of this, is that people can watch an artist push themselves to the edge of burnout, but still call it a hobby. Seriously. No, it's labor. It's absolute labor. It's just not the kind of labor that builds walls. We build connections. We build human existence. We chronicle human experience. And when things fall apart, when there's war, when there's grief, when there's chaos, people turn to art. It's how we remember really who we are. I mean, I don't know about y'all, but I was locked up in the pandemic too. And when everybody was scared and they were all cramped inside their apartments going stir crazy, what kept us all together? Movies, music, art. People rediscovered sitting around and drawing. They started writing songs. Some people started tattooing during the pandemic. Like literally sitting around ordering pens, wireless pens and fake skin on Amazon. I see it all through TikTok. I see it anytime I walk into my shop. There are times when I'm sitting there talking to somebody and during the pandemic, I started trying to tattoo. It's art. We turn to art in times of crisis. Creativity becomes oxygen. Nurses would keep people alive. Plumbers, they keep the water running. But as an artist, we remind people why it's worth surviving. It's not a luxury. It's a part of being human. And I think what messes me up the most is this whole the world doesn't need more artists mindset. It's not ignorant. It's kind of soul-crushing, really. It tells people not to dream, not to express, not to connect. It's telling you your voice doesn't matter. And every time somebody gives up on art because they feel guilty doing it for some weird reason, the world loses a little bit more color. It really does. So here's the truth I wish I could scream across the internet. Seriously, the world doesn't need fewer artists. It needs more honest artists. More people to make something that's real even when it's messy. More people that are brave enough to keep creating in a world that tells them not to give a shit. Because your art, the stuff that you think nobody really gives a shit about, might be the exact same thing that keeps somebody going one more day. And that matters. It might be just the line in a song or a story or a color or who knows. But it might flip that switch in their head and remind them that beauty, that connection still exists out there. That's your That's your contribution. That's your labor. So get out there, make the bad art, embrace that suck, keep creating, because the world doesn't just want artists, it needs them. So anyways, I'm done today. That was getting off my soapbox. Everybody, thank you again for watching. I really appreciate every single view, every single comment. If you want to get involved, by all means, subscribe down below. Click the bell icon to get the alerts to let people know that you're here. And get out there and be nice to somebody. Make the difference you want to make in this world. So until next week, I'll have my Discord below. By all means, join the Discord. We're sitting around talking about art and whether it's worth it or not. All right, guys. I'll see y'all next week. Bye.